Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute. I have been under the weather and therefore I was not able to bring you a piece of my mind. While I was sick, I came across an issue or a story that left me wondering, and that will make the basis of my story today. Now, I met a friend who told me a story. She asked me, Florence, did you come across or did you hear about the info track or the opinion polls that were done in Kenya recently and what they said about life in general? Then I said, yeah, I think I came across the news, and it said that 70% of us are not able to put a meal on the table, and that only 5% don't care whether the flag goes up or fuel goes down. Them, they are living. The ones in the middle can have a meal or may not have, depending on the situation. Yeah, we sat and she gave me a story of a friend that visited her. She told me that the friend, when she met the friend, she could not recognize her. And the last time they were together, the friend reminded her that she had actually opened up to her, but she never picked anything. The story is, when they met, they talked as usual, sharing current affairs, business ideas, a little gossip here and there. And in the mix, actually, the friend says she said how her life, she said how she was talking about how life was difficult and things that could not be done in some families and all that. Having been a person who was doing well before, my friend did not actually read between the lines that she was actually talking about her home. You know the way people talk, and we always share about what is happening in another family, but we don't say what is actually happening in our own. So my friend brushed, not even brushing, but she really did not know that the lady was talking about herself. So they finished the meeting, the visit, and the lady left. So this time around when they met, she could not recognize her. She had been ran, like somebody who has gone through a lot. And then she reminded her, like, when I was with you the last time, I was actually trying to tell you what I was going through. But because of pride that we always have when we have something small in our hands, not really pride, but sometimes you never imagine that things can turn. So she felt guilty of actually saying the exact things that was going through her mind or her family to this lady, or asking for help openly. So she said, I opened up to you and you didn't get me, so I just decided to leave. This and this has happened. I have not been able to do this and this. This is how far we have gone. This is, And my friend was shocked. So, this thing that says, people are commonly using it like, every man for themselves and God for us all. My people, I don't think this is the time when we should still be running on that level, on that saying. Please check on your friends, check on your relatives, check on your neighbor, check on everybody check on the people who are sitting by the roadside. Check on them. Things are not good. And myself, I've been labeled a mean person in many ways. I don't know, I always imagine that I'm a very big-hearted person, but probably I've not done as much. So I've decided, like most of the time you feel what I have is small. If I give this person, well, what will I remain with, or what will my children have? Just share. If you're a prayerful person, just share what you have. If you talk to someone and you see there's a difference in the way they were or the way they are, please dig a little deeper. You might be surprised at what you will find. There's also this category of people who used to do very well, and therefore they cannot come out and say exactly what's happening with them, and therefore they are dying inwardly. They are not saying. Maybe they see no need, or probably they see like nobody can even, depending on what they did before, they fear saying what they're actually going through. Just talk to everyone, whether you're in Lavington, whether you are in Runa or Kayole. Talk with your neighbors. Things are not good. Talk with your neighbors and find out how they are doing. Even if you have nothing to give, just sharing the story or sharing, you might have one or two ideas that can help someone. You know, some of us, we really know how to apply makeup and look nice. They always say, don't look the way you feel, or don't show how everything is. Cover it up. Cover it up. Yes, cover it up, but say exactly how things are, so that if anybody can help you, you can get help. Let us not just be people who are, it's me, myself and I, or me, myself and my family, without knowing, did my neighbor eat, did my sister eat, did my friend eat, did my, you know, it's the person you are sitting, you are driving to town, there's somebody sitting by the roadside under a shade. Looks like he doesn't even have a bottle of water. That person might be going through a lot. Once in a while, stop your car and talk to them. You see, like these people who do charity, what did they call? Social experiment. Just try and do that social experiment yourself. You might be surprised at what you will find out, and you will be able, maybe if you are able to help somebody, even buy just one big Coke or Fanta with a loaf of bread, will give us some energy for the next day. I see people driving. You've locked your kids, like on Sunday, you lock your kids and your wife and in the car. You are driving to church while your neighbor is walking with children along the road in the hot sun. Let's stop this kind of, One day you might wake up. I had another pastor saying, you're full of yourself, yourself and your family, that you don't even care what is happening in the next home. One day you might wake up and find everybody died, and you are remaining because you had so much locked in your house, and you're not sharing with the neighbor or with whoever that needs it. In that small world of yours, you might one day wake up and find everybody gone. It is you and your family. The world is not so nice when it's just you and your family alone, or in that area. I always see like when Christmas reaches, people drive away, and Nairobi becomes deserted. Severally have remained in the city. I always long for people to come back so that I can just see vehicles passing. I can just see people going to the shop. I see people walking around. I can say hi. So I don't think this is the time when we should be in a cocoon. Things are getting worse. If you've been watching this guy who's driving along across Africa from Europe, there are some of those videos of his that can teach you a lesson. The places he's passing and how people are living there. I saw in Sudan, they sleep outside. The beds actually mats which are, okay, they are beds with legs and all that, but they are crocheted. No sheet, no blanket, because it's too hot and they're sleeping out. Those people love each other and they are ready to support whoever passes by there. They have water. The place is burning, scorching. The sun is so hot. And they are so friendly in that environment. And they are so helpful. When someone has one problem, all of them come like sheep. They want to deal with the problem. Because they know if they delay one, they might lose 1, 2, 3. I think that's the kind of love we need. You know, when you have trees, water, everything is around us, we really don't care. But time is coming, calling us to wake up and start showing love. Because we don't know what is coming. We don't know what is coming in front here. We don't know. Cultivate in giving. You never know who will give you the next. I also watched Nyako. Nyako is a TikToker, famous Kenyan, living in Germany. I watched a video of hers today saying, talking about debt. You know, right now people are not so easy to give you back whatever you give them. So if there's somebody who used to borrow from you, and whenever you borrowed, they borrowed from you, they could refund on time and even extra. And right now, they borrow, but they are unable to keep their promises. Don't harass such people, because you don't know what tomorrow will hold. Give them time, and if it's something you can write off, do so. Because God knows your heart. God will read what is happening. Whether she's just refusing to pay you or he, and she has, or she genuinely doesn't have. Give them time. It is said after 7 years, write it off. But then God replenishes such things. And don't refuse to help when she comes again, because you don't know. If you have, give. If you don't, explain yourself in a nice way. So those are lessons that we are learning. People are not doing fine. Most of us, more than 80%, are on the bad side of life right now. Even the school admissions, you are seeing how they are staggering. If there's a child you are able to pay their school fees, even half for a start, just do it. We like hoarding, keeping things for ourselves. It's unnecessary at this point. It's unnecessary. Give out what you don't need. Give out what others may need from you. Okay? One thing again. Wives or people with partners and believe in their strength for everything. This is not the time. Mzee can go outside, arudi. You are there demanding. You have a list of what is needed. This is a time when you need to come together and know your strengths. If the Mzee is able to continue with his good work enough money, well and good. You're a lucky girl. If mzee is not doing as good as he used to, the curve is coming a little down, then if you are not doing anything, this is a time to look for something to do as a mother, if you have children, even if you don't have. Because men are becoming dangerous species. I call them dangerous species. You hear a lot of deaths and women are being killed. It's because there's no flow of cash around. There's no money in circulation. There's no job. There are no jobs. Shops are closing down. Customers are not coming as usual. Many people are, the shops, they can tell you some shops, they go the whole day without any customer passing by. They use transport, they have rent and all that. So if you can do something so that you all put it on the table, it's the best. Men are going out there, they are lacking, they are getting less. They come in, mpango wa kando anataka, the wife anataka, watoto anataka, the mother anataka ushago. All of us are looking up to men. And there's this thing that was said that a man's money is for the family, but a woman's cash is for her own pocket. That thing should be abolished. This is not the time. Okay, if your family is doing good, mzee anafanya everything, end of the month anakupatia check to kill all the bills. Very nice. But it's not, if it's not working out right now, you cannot keep hoarding your money. So these deaths we are hearing, it's because probably we are over pressurizing the men to continue doing as good as they've been doing while they cannot. Okay, some are like the Airbnb cases. Men are just trying to find what they can do to make money. And there are many people out there with bad ideas that also attracting them to do bad things. So as mothers, I also request us to pray for our children, to pray for our husbands, and to pray for this world. We are not headed in the best place anymore. So, prayer, we have to pray for, cover as so many people as you can in your prayer. Another point, cover so many people. Intercede for people. Intercede for your neighbors. Intercede for everyone that you can remember. If we all cover each other like that, God will hear us. And be genuine with your prayer. Be genuine. The Lord will hear us. Also, if you're suffering, don't be proud. Don't die with guilt. Just come out and say, "Hi guys, my children." That's what I wanted to tell you. That's my thought for today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video.